Aries, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. So thanks ever so much. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your reading. So we're going to do, you haven't got this? No, I haven't. I need to turn these this way so you get to see what's going on. Yeah, we're going to do your 5-area life spread for you today, Aries, okay? So what we're doing on this reading, guys, is we focus on your home life, your work life, your career. So yeah, home, straight work, career, love life, personal and future. So towards the end of the year. Now this is the life spread reading as mentioned. And we're going to be doing it for the next 7 months. I wanted to do it from July through to July through to December 2018, but it wasn't possible to do that because I really wanted to get them out now. So we're going to do it from June 2018 through to December 2018. Okay, we're going to focus on those areas. So this is the deck that we're using. I love this deck, the Hanson Roberts deck. It's funny because I have several of the smaller ones. Sometimes I will use the smaller ones of these. I've got about 4 of these decks. They're absolutely gorgeous. But this is the small, this fits nicely on the screen. So we're using this for the actual life spread. Now the other part of the reading, next door to the life spread, is your anchor. We use only the majors, and I'm using the Golden Universal Tarot, which is a beautiful deck of cards, one of my favourites. And what we're doing is we're looking at we take 7 out of seven majors out of here, and we look at 5 of those 7 will all be the outcome areas for the life spread. The other 2 areas, 6 and 7, look at what your hopes and desires are for the rest of the 2018, and also 7 is where everything is heading. Okay, we also have an advice card that we look at, Aries, in the reading. I also use the Rider Tarot deck, the small 1 miniature edition, just to get clarifiers out for some areas. Okay, so hope that's explained everything to you guys. With that being said, we're going to put some stuff to the side here. We'll get out the Hanson Roberts deck, which I need, and we're going to put this to the side here, like so. And yeah, let's start shuffling on this. So what we're going to do, we're going to do this a different way. All right, so Universe Spirit, I'm instructing you that I'm doing the life spread slightly different in terms of how I shuffle. All right, so the first 4 areas. In the first 4 areas, show me the energies coming in for Aries and their personal life. In the first 4 areas, show me from the top of the deck. Okay, so this is the key card here. And I have to turn this around because the camera faces this way. So you have to see, if I were to put everything around this way, you would see what I would see everything in the upright, and you would see everything reversed. Okay, so it makes sense. I have to turn the card like this so you get to see what's being shuffled. So that's your key area there for your personal. This is, now the key area shows you what's coming in. The influence is coming in over the next 7 months, and then how underneath this, what's happening around this. Okay, and sometimes this area, the 3rd card, is also the outcome card. Sometimes. All right, so that's the first one here. And then what we want to look at is, let's move these anchors here. Universe Spirit, show me in the 2nd area, please, for home. Show me the key card, card number 1, and then cards 3, 4. 2, 3, and 4 underneath. Show me for the home. What's coming in for Aries and the home? Show me. All right. So that's the key card, Aries, for your home. That's 1, 2, and 3. Showing there. And then we got to go to the work, career. Show me what's coming in for career for Aries, please, over the next 7 months, please. June 2018 to December 2018. Show me the first card, the key card, please, so the influence is coming in, and cards 2, 3, and 4 underneath. Show me. All right. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Showing here. Okay, so just try and move that up as much as we can. I'll try and move these along just to create a bit more space for the anchor when that comes along. There we go. There we are. And then can you show me, please, universe, June 2018, please, to December 2018, love for Aries. Please show me in card number 1 from the top of the deck, the key card, cards number 2, 3 and 4 underneath, please, for love coming in, for what's going to happen in their love lives between June 2018 and December 2018. Show me. Okay, so we've got the love area here, 1, and then 2. You can't quite see that, can you? We've got to move that along then, like that. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. And then universe spirit, show me finally the future area here. Show me in card number 1 the key cards of the influences coming in towards the end of the year for Aries, and cards 2, 3 and 4, what's going on underneath this. Show me. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And what is the advice that you have for Aries during 2018? For the remainder of 2018, what is the advice in all of these areas that you have for Aries? Show me. Okay, so there we go. There's your advice card. All right, so those have been done. And now we're going to go to the anchors. Universe Spirit, show me what is the foundation for Aries at the moment. What are they focusing on at the moment in card number 1? Show me. So there's your foundation area. God, I hope you can fit all these cards on. Universe Spirit, show me where everything is heading. The overall outcome for Aries and their love area. Card number 2. Show me the overall outcome for their working area, please, in card number 3. Show me the overall outcome for their home area in card number 4. Show me the overall outcome for Aries and their future area in card number 5. There we go. Show me the overall outcome for show me the overall outcome for their hopes and desires in card number 6. Yeah, the cards are a little bit fucked, really. Not fucked, but because I can't get them the way that I want to do them, I have to do them like this. And show me the overall outcome, where everything is heading for them in this reading. Card number 7. All right. There we go. That's it. All cards laid down. Right. All of them done. Brilliant. And we use the clarifiers if we need them. So Aries, let's have a look. What's the foundation? Where are you focusing at the moment? So you're focusing on the Hierophant. Some of you guys might be focusing on learning new things, because the Hierophant is all about learning lessons. It's like the world in a way, but what you have with the Hierophant is you have somebody who's teaching you something here, somebody who's giving you guidance. So often the Hierophant will be it will be linked to cards to situations like going to university or going back to college or having a tutor, for example, or having somebody who teaches you something. So that's one thing that you guys might be focusing on at the moment. Might be a Taurus person as well, but also the Hierophant is about unlocking the keys to knowledge. Okay, so sometimes you can be your own Hierophant. The Hierophant really, as a card, it talks about tradition, ideology. It talks about what beliefs you hold. Now, sometimes, the focus for some of you guys might be on your religion. It might be on your faith, how you were brought up, what your beliefs are. So it might be that some of you guys are, and it's not reversed or anything, so it's not talking about you breaking away or looking to maybe change your beliefs, but some of you guys might be really at this moment in time going through some form of internal transition where you're really taking a good hard look at your beliefs, your religion, how you were brought up, and you're trying to unlock, maybe for some of you guys, the keys to more knowledge about that area there with the Hierophant energy. Some of you guys, it might be that your focus with the Hierophant is on being a better guidance person. So if you've got children, maybe it's taking care of your children a little bit more and giving them more guidance for the future, for example, especially spiritual guidance with the Hierophant energy showing here as well. Some of you guys, it might be your focus is on being far more assertive, because the Hierophant is a leader of people. So with the Hierophant, you'd be far more assertive. You'd have to be confident to give so much guidance to others. Tarot readers can often be seen as Hierophants because we tend to guide others or try and impart some form of wisdom to other people. So it might be that your focus is on being more Hierophant-like and giving and imparting more wisdom to others who might need it. But also with the Hierophant, it's about learning new things, not just new things, but learning old things as well. And also developing one's intuition and developing one's own set of beliefs and your own ideologies going forward. Let's have a look at what the situation is. What's coming into your presence, to your personal life in the next 7 months? Well, you do have the Ten of Wands, Aries, so it's talking about some form of struggle coming in. Ten of Wands is notoriously about burdens. Now, it might not be a burden burning, because you can get the Ten of Wands, and it can all be about too much things on your plate. So some of you guys might be really busy and you might be taking on too many things, and that might be the influence coming in where you're just carrying too many things. And remember, the Wands, it's the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is all about new things. So this is about new passion, new desire, new work, new this, new that. Some of you guys might be carrying too many things, too many ideas with the Ace of Wands. You might be trying to do too much with the Ace of Wands energy. You might be doing too many jobs. You might have too many responsibility with the Ace of Wands energy, or you simply might be feeling quite spiritually overburdened, because the Wands represent spirituality within the tarot. So you might be spiritually overburdened as well with this Ten of Wands. What's going on around this then? Let's have a look. It could be about love. You do have the Lovers card showing here, and Lovers represents a partnership. It represents a union. It represents friends. Not always, when you get these cards like Lovers and the Two of Cups, please never always read them about, it's not always about love. Not unless it's aspected by things like the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Cups is sitting next to it, and the Six of Cups and all this stuff. It's not always about love. Sometimes the Lovers energy is about just love. The Lovers can be, I love what I do, I love my job. The Lovers can be, I love my parents. The Lovers can be, I love my family. The Lovers can come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. So I just feel that you are, for some reason, you're carrying a lot of responsibility, and it might be around somebody that you love. It might be around a partnership. It might be an agreement. But this is a very strong union. Whatever it is, whether it's platonic love, romantic love, there's a very strong friendship or a union. And I think that the energy and the burden, you're just carrying so much of the weight of a relationship around some of you guys. What's going on here? Well, it's with the King of Pentacles. See here, we do have a person here. So it might be a relationship, for example. For some of you guys, it might be your love of money, because Lovers is love and the King of Pentacles is about having money, for example. So if it's not love, then this could be love of money. But usually when you get a person card, a face card showing up with the Lovers, it's the person that you're in love with. So for some of you Aries, it might be that you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, and this is about a relationship, a very strong soulmate, possibly even twin flame, because Lovers can mean a twin flame. Remember, it is the sign of the twins. Okay, and they're often seen as being apart, though together they're apart, which is often what shows up with a twin flame energy. If you're lucky enough to be with your twin flame Aries, you're set for life. That person will never leave you, and you'll never leave them. It's going to be the best relationship that you ever have. But if you're not with that individual, then it's forever the runner chaser shit, and who's got time for that? A lot of people do, unfortunately. But there's a partnership, a twin flame, a soulmate that you have, and this is a King of Pentacles. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual. And it's interesting because if you look at the King, I'm just going to pick up these two cards and look at them together. Okay, so he's looking away from the Lovers energy. No, which one came first? This one. No, he's looking at it. Okay, so it might be that you, and it might be a third person situation as well, because it's either that I think that you've got precious Aries with an individual here, because the King of Pentacles is also, when you get married people in tarot, they will often show up as a King of Pentacles or a Queen of Pentacles. Countless time I've done client readings and it shows King of Pentacles, Queen, and you know that this person's married if they're with somebody else, and they'll confirm it. Yeah, we're married, because these are the traditional tarot people in the tarot who are usually in long-term marriages, unions, that type of thing, and you do have the Lovers here. So I think that some of you guys, you've got a huge burden. It could be that there's a relationship here. It might be there's a third person showing a King of Pentacles around this situation, or it's about being in love with the King of Pentacles now. But you can also see this person looking into a very strong bond. Do you see what I mean? So it might be there's huge burdens here. It might be this person wants a strong bond with you, or it could be that you're in a relationship, Aries, and somebody's looking in and they want a piece of that. Maybe somebody's looking to buy your love, for example, if you're not particularly interested. What's the overall outcome from that then? Oh, well, you've got a Queen of Cups showing here. So the Lovers, the King of Cups, Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. You got two court cards showing here. This woman's obviously, and you see when you get a cup, Queen of Cup, a cup card facing up with a King of Pentacles or a Pentacle, this person's asking for money. Seriously, when you get a cup facing into a king, a pentacle card, it doesn't matter whether it's a king or whoever. I think that you guys have got huge burdens here. It's to do with a relationship, the lover's energy, and this love is to do with maybe two people. Now, neither one of these you'll notice, Aries, is you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So it might be that there's huge burdens. Maybe one of your partners is these two people. Maybe they're in love. Maybe this person's looking to give his love to this lady here. Maybe because there's a third party situation going on for some of you guys. One of these dudes is probably belonging to you, Aries. Other than that, this burden is to do with a relationship here, but it could be a relationship based on somebody who's always asking for money, for example, because the cup is being held out to the pentacle. And whenever you get a cup being held out to a pentacle, it says, can you loan me money? Can you give me money? So it might be that you've got an issue here going on in a relationship because somebody's always asking for funds or they're asking for money. Okay, and it would usually be possibly a water sign who's asking for the cash as well. This person asked for cash from a King of Pentacles, somebody who's got the resources, somebody who's always asking for money, always asking to be loaned money. And I think for some of you, Aries, you're going to be struggling. You're going to be feeling the energies of burden are coming into your personal life. And it might be that there is a strong union here. And in that strong union, one of you, either you or this other person, feels strong enough and feels that it's okay to keep asking for money. But this is putting burdens on you or the other person, I think, showing up. But I think it's more than likely going to be you, Aries, that's feeling the burden because it's wands. I think that you've got burdens coming in. Either that there's a relationship here and it involves a person around you, a King of Pentacles and a Queen of Cups, but either one of these would have been with you. Either one of these would have been your ex-partner or present partner, and there's a third party situation going on. Or I think that with the Lover's energy, there's a burden coming in because there's such a strong connection here, but somebody's always asking for cash, because whenever you got that cup hand putting his hand out like that to a pentacle, it's saying, can you loan me some cash? Can you give me cash? So it might be some of you guys have got problems with somebody's always asking for money coming in the next 7 months as well. What is the outcome? Well, the Hierophant shows up here. So the Hierophant is also about putting your foot down, or it might be for some of you guys the overall outcome is about gaining guidance. I think if this is burdens over a relationship that a partner of yours has with somebody else, the overall outcome could be with the Hierophant energy. You may be gaining guidance, or it might be that this is leading to marriage for both of these people. Okay, especially if they're in love. Okay, because this King of Pentacles wants to settle down. You see, he likes routines as the King of Pentacles. So this person's very invested, I think, in love, and it could be with the Queen of Cups. And this is why you guys might be very burdened, because it might be the overall outcome. This is leading to marriage for an ex of yours. So some of you, Aries, you might have an ex that's getting married to somebody else here, leading to marriage. Or if it's not the case that you guys, you're in a loving partnership, but the Cup and the Pentacle are simply energies that this person's always asking for you as the King of Pentacles, holding the money, Aries. Might always be asking you for money here. It might be the overall outcome with the Hierophant shows that there's some mediation that's needed on this. It might be that you get somebody else involved to try and resolve the situation showing here with the Hierophant. Or it might be that you're going to have to take matters into your own hands with the Hierophant energy and maybe put down a few boundaries around this situation. Let's have a look at what's going on in your home life. Well, I think with the Seven of Cups often means many choices. It can also mean deception, illusion. It can mean confusion as well. What's going on around this, Aries, this home life? Well, this is all about changing direction. When you get the Six of Swords, this is about moving home sometimes with the Six of Swords showing here. So it might be the energies coming in there are many choices around those choices about maybe where you move to, or it could be confusion. What's the other card? Well, Page of Wands. Okay, so the Page of Wands is all about good news. So it might be there's an announcement being made. So moving house, it might be that there is an announcement, because when you get the Page of Wands in front of a card, it tells you where the announcement's coming from. So it might be for some of you guys as well that there is an announcement. You're going to receive a message from far away, from abroad, for example. It might be you receive a message that somebody's coming to see you. I don't think this is you moving. I think that somebody's literally coming to see some of you guys in the next 7 months. So I think that you're going to get a message from somebody from afar, somebody from abroad, for example, who wants to come and see you. What's the outcome? The Two of Swords. So I think that you guys don't want this person to... I think this is why you've got the Seven of Cups around your home. I think you guys have got many choices that you've got. You're confused. You've got many choices that you... I don't think it's temptation at all. I think you're receiving a message that somebody wants to come and see you. And I think the outcome is you guys don't want to know. Two of Swords. There's somebody who wants to come and see you, Aries, in the next 7 months. But you guys are doing the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is a renowned for blocking people out or ignoring them. Or you might even be ignoring the message, for example. Because I think that somebody from abroad... I'm going to see what this Six of Swords is about. And then we'll have a look at what the Two of Swords is about. Because I know there's a messenger. There's a message coming from abroad here. And one in which you guys don't want to know. And that's why you're doing the Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups. Because you're like... you're confused, you got many choices to make, you're kind of like, oh shit, which direction do I go in here, because I've got somebody who wants to come and see me. I've got a message from abroad here. The Two of Swords, I'm kind of in two, you're either in two minds, or you're saying, actually I really don't want to see this person. Let's have a look at what the Six of Swords is about. What's the Six of Swords about in 1 to 2 cards? Show me. Right, there's a mother figure, probably an Empress. Alright, the Empress and the Four of Swords. So it might be that this person wants to come and... because the Four of Swords represents convalescence and recovery. So it might be that you've got a mother figure around you. It could... I think there's a woman here. Might be a mother figure who wants to come and rest, or she needs some downtime here with the Four of Swords. And I think that this message is coming from a person from abroad. This person from abroad or from afar with the Six of Swords is saying, I'm coming to stay. I'm coming to stay because I need some time out. I'm a mother, or I'm a woman who has a lot of responsibilities and I just need some downtime. But for some reason, the outcome is the Two of Swords. Why is the outcome the Two of Swords? Why is the outcome the Two of Swords? Right, because the Queen of Pentacles, Aries. What's about the Queen of Pentacles? You might be in two minds, because it might be that there's two other people in the frame here. There's a Queen of Pentacles and an Emperor showing up. It might be, I'm thinking that either you're going to have to block this person out, or you're in two minds. It might be you're in two minds because there are other people involved in the situation. A Queen of Pentacles and an Emperor, for example. And this would be you, actually. This is your major card. So... you have to set down some boundaries as the Emperor here, but it might be, maybe there's somebody here that you're looking to protect, because Emperor shows people who need to protect. So it might be a Queen of Pentacles here is somebody that you need to protect. So I think that there might be people around your home life that don't get on with each other, because it's almost like there's a Queen of Pentacles that Aries needs to protect with the Emperor energy. And the Emperor energy is all about protective energy. So it shows up when somebody needs to. You know how males feel they need to protect their environment, that type of thing. The Queen of Pentacles, I think there's somebody here that you feel that you need to protect. I'm going to ask why you would need to protect this Queen of Pentacles. And you can see that you're looking across at the Queen of Pentacles here. You're giving a swift... Can you see that? You probably can't show so small the pictures, but I can see how the swift eye of Aries is looking over at the Queen of Pentacles. It's almost like there's somebody here that you need to protect away from this person here. Why does Aries need to protect the Queen of Pentacles from the Empress? Why does Aries need to protect the Queen of Pentacles from the Empress? Show me. Right, the Ten of Coins shows here. So there's something about family money, probably. You got two money cards here. All right. So you need to protect this Queen of Pentacles. You need to protect someone. And it's something to do with the family. What is it about the family? What is it about the family, the Ten of Coins, that you need to protect? The Eight of Coins. I don't know whether this is the family business or something like that, because you've got Eight of Coins is all about work. It's about the work. So the Ten of, you need to protect the family, okay? The family wealth or the family resources here. And it's because of how hard you've worked. Do you think somebody's going to steal something? Do you not trust the Empress because you think somebody's going to steal something or take something? It's like you don't trust this person because of money. And it's got to be money because they're all money cards. Every single one of them. Ten of Coins, Eight of Coins, Queen of Coins. if this isn't a person, then you guys are protecting your resources, I think, here. I think you're in 2 months because you're protecting your resources. And it's something to do with all the money that's being built up all the money that's being built up within the family here, the 10 of coins here. Because of the 8 of coins, you've worked very hard. Okay, you've worked really, really hard towards this. You've worked really hard to building this 10 of coins energy here. And you feel the neck that you've got I think that you guys... It's either that you're protecting someone here, this Queen of Pentacles here, somebody who's very important to you and your family, Aries here, because you've worked really hard to build something else up here, to build up your family life with this person. And it's almost like you've got a person coming in and you feel that they're going to disrupt this. Because I think this person's announcing that they want to come and stay. There's an announcement, the Page of Swords, but Wands. Whenever I see Page of Wands in front of a card, it tells me where the message is coming from. So this message is coming from abroad, or somebody who's saying that they want to stay, and it's because of the Empress and the Four of Swords. So this woman here, there's a woman or a mother or a very authoritative, strong female character, I think, for some of you guys. Or this person has qualities of an Empress, nurturing, caring, can be overbearing in terms of, who says, look, I want to come and stay, I want a bit of time, I want to take a bit of time with you, I want to come and stay and just, you know, find my feet and just relax and, you know, take a bit of a break. So I think there's an Empress who wants a bit of a break, and this person's going to announce to you, Aries, that, you know, I want to come and stay because I want to have a bit of a break. But I think that you guys are going to be in 2 minds here with the Two of Swords, because I think there's either another person around you, a Queen of Pentacles, that you're needing to protect. It might be some of you guys are married, for example. Remember, Queen of Pentacles can be a married person in the tarot. So for some of you guys, it might be that this is your wife or your husband here that you're looking to protect, because you've worked really hard to build a stable, happy, joyous family life. And I think that this person, this Empress coming in, is going to cause some problems. I think this person is just going to be too overbearing. It might be that you've got, if you are males watching this, you might have a wife who doesn't get on with the mother-in-law, your mum, or a girlfriend who doesn't get on with your mum. Or if you're a female, then this is like a, you know, it could be still a male here, a Queen of Pentacles. It could just be a sister or a friend or something that lives with you, or somebody who's always around you, and you've worked really hard to build up a strong, solid friendship or relationship or whatever it is, and there's somebody coming in who's going to disrupt that. They'll say in the nicest ways, oh, I'm coming to visit because I need to take a bit of a break, but you'll be like, no, it's just going to cause problems with the person that I'm with. So this is why you've got a lot of choices that you're going to need to make with the Seven of Cups, because there's somebody coming in from afar. It's a mother figure, probably. Could be a mum. It could be, you know, somebody who's like a overly bearing, overly nurturing, saying that they're coming in the next 7 months. But you've got somebody else there that you want to protect. Somebody who's probably a little bit more at the moment important to you. What's the overall outcome for the home area then? Well, it's resolved in the best of ways, the Sun. So the overall outcome is it's resolved in a really good way with the Sun. I'm going to see how this is resolved. What do you mean by the Sun is the overall outcome? Because the Sun can be anything. You know, it's just resolved in a really good way. Why is the Sun the overall outcome for the home area for Aries? Right, so the Five of Swords shows up here. And the King of Swords. So the Five of Swords shows a fight or a conflict. I think this is going to be resolved in the fairest of ways, because the King of Swords, even though it shows a person on the card clearly, because it's a fair card, it shows fair. So when you get a King of Swords as an energy, it says fair decisions are made. So I think over a conflict, a fair decision is made with this King of Swords energy. And I think that this is about, you got the Hierophant again here, just to really kind of commit to the Four of Wands, and the Hierophant and the Four of Wands is a marriage. So I think that this conflict is resolved with the King of Swords in the fairest of ways. And I think it really is just to commit to having a good time with the Hierophant. You know, the Hierophant is also a card about commitment. So this is all about commitment, because this can be a marriage energy here. So I think that this is, if we look at marriage is about a commitment. So the energy for the both cards, I think, is that the conflict is resolved, that you just choose to have this person come and you choose to just make things work. But also I think with the Hierophant showing as somebody who's taking control of two people, it's almost you decide to, you with the Five of Swords and the King of Swords, I think that a conflict is resolved in the fairest of ways as you take control with the Hierophant here. Okay, so you've set the boundaries in terms of the home, in terms of how you guys are going to enjoy this holiday period. So I think that you resolve it by saying, look, I can't turn this person away. They're going to have to come over, but we're going to lay down a few boundaries, because that way everybody's going to enjoy themselves. Let's have a look at what's going on in your working life. So the Four of Swords shows again here. This is interesting. I think some of you guys are probably the energy's coming in about taking a break, because Four of Swords also always practically means taking a break or withdrawing. What's going around that energy? Well, you've got the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is all about an offer. Usually when you get the Six of Cups as well, this can be a home business, for example, working with children, or the Six of Cups usually though is an offer card. It's when something's being presented to you. Let's have a look at this energy here. So the King of Rods, and that's you, Aries. You can read as an Aries or a Leo as a King of Rods. So you can see clearly on this card's thinking about the Six of Cups, thinking about the past probably with the Six, or some of you guys thinking about the children here. What's the outcome? The King of Swords. So the King of Swords again shows up, and I would say that this is about you guys having to get a bit hard ass with this card, because with the King of Rods, look at his face. Can you see how he looks? Look at the staff. I always look at this. Can you see on this King of Rods how, you know, perplexed he is, how much he's thinking? But you find the truth in the outcome. Can you see how that King of Swords finally, he's holding the Ace of Swords, and he's far more assertively looking. Can you see how he looks up? This guy looks down, this guy looks up. So I would say that you guys are probably either thinking about children, the work situation in the next 7 months. It might be that you're thinking about childcare, something like that with the Six of Cups energy, or you're perplexed about going back to something maybe from the past, or something to do with what you do. Maybe there's an air of responsibility, because with the Six of Cups energy, this little girl has a great responsibility over the little boy. So some of you guys might be perplexed or might be concerned to a certain extent as the King of Rods, trying to use your intuition. Remember, the rods represent intuition in terms of either something to do with children, either something to do with the past, or going back to the past maybe, in terms of where you are right now, doing something that you used to do long ago, or this is something to do with maybe the responsibility that you have. And I think that the outcome shows a very important decision that is made based on clarity and logic, and based on assertiveness, which is what the King of Swords is. So I think that you find your solution in the outcome. I'm just going to see what this solution is about. What's the King of Swords about as an outcome card? What's the King of Swords about as an outcome card? Show me. Well, the Knight of Pentacles shows can be an offer showing up. So I think that you're given something with the Knight of Pentacles that brings you great happiness, great achievement. Okay, because you see the Knight of Pentacles, can you see how he's offering the Pentacle, and it brings with the Nine of Cups, all your wishes are coming true. The Knight of Pentacles can also show when somebody's offering something to you. So I think that you guys are being made an offer with this Knight of Pentacles that brings great happiness showing here. So I think that really this might be about you guys doing something new. I think that this is why the overall energy is about you guys withdrawing, taking a bit of a break in terms of your jobs for you. And underneath this, I think that this is you guys probably are a little bit worried about the kids as well in the next 7 months. Childcare, that type of thing, which is why you're taking a break here. And I think the outcome with the King of Swords is making a positive resolution, and with the Knight of Pentacles, that positive resolution might be with the Knight of Pentacles showing here is that you're offered something that brings in a great deal of achievement and happiness. You seem to resolve this situation about the children. You're offered something here. It could be anything. It might not even be a new job. It might simply be that you're offered some form of, childcare, or you're given money, or you're given some form of help or resource. Because remember, the Knight of Pentacles will always offer a resource. He'll always offer a solution. It's the Knight, so he's offering his resources, and that resource can be anything. So you're offered some form of a resource that helps you through whatever this is. For some of you guys, I get a feeling it might be childcare, for example, showing up here. What's the overall outcome around the work area? Well, the Chariot, overcoming. See, this is you taking control, and you can see 2 kids here. You're taking control of the external obstacles that you're facing in terms of work, and I feel that after a hard fought battle, you guys do achieve overall victory and success in work, which is good. I don't think there's necessarily any problems with work as such, but some of you guys are either perplexed about going back to doing something you've done in the past, or you're perplexed about children, or you're perplexed about responsibility. And I think that the overall outcome of the King of Swords says a positive resolution is made. Some resources that you're given can bring, contentment and satisfaction with the Nine of Cups energy. Could be a new job for some of you guys here, especially if there's something to do with the past that you used to work in. And the overall outcome, especially if you're going back to maybe somewhere that you used to live and working there, or whatever, it could be traveling somewhere new. A new job is travel as well, with the Chariot, traveling to a new job. Or this is simply perplexed about the responsibility, making a resolution. Maybe some help you've given here with the Knight of Pentacles brings some happiness here, but either way there's going to be success coming in. You're achieving some form of victory in terms of work. Let's have a look at your love lives showing here, Aries. Okay, we do have the Five of Swords. Five of Swords can represent conflicts, loss and hurt within love, disempowerment, petty arguments with the Five of Swords. What's around that energy? Well, you have a Page of Cups energy, and the Page of Cups is all about love. It's all about somebody who's really kind to you, somebody who's always messaging you, or communication with the Page of Cups energy showing up here. So I think that there's been a separation or an ending to some form of communication. Somebody also might be communicating maybe with three people, so this would be a third party situation. What's the outcome? Well, the truth is the outcome. I think severance is the outcome. So I think for some of you guys, I think that the energy around this is with the Five of Swords. Some of you guys might be severing ties with an individual with this Five of Swords. I think the energy is all about loss. I think that these two cards, it could either be with the Page of Cups energy, that there is, because usually with the Page of Cups, this is good news, but you've got Three of Swords. So I think that this is a third party situation. I think somebody's been communicating with three people, you know, with different people here with the Three of Swords, and I think the outcome is you find out the truth in the end. And this is why we've got the loss. So the energy's coming in, or you guys severing ties, I would say, with the Five of Swords energy. Showing here, you find out the truth, and I think that you're going to put your wrath in there, because Page of Cups is pretty much, I would never read maybe Page of Cups and the Three of Swords as being bad news, because why not just give me the Page of Swords for bad news, you know? Page of Cups I would read as somebody who's flirting, somebody who's being nice, but they're being, you know, somebody who's flirting probably with the Three of Swords, three people here. All right, it's not going to end well, because you guys find out the truth with the Ace of Swords energy. So I think there might be somebody's a little bit of cheating going on in this area for some of you Aries, and I think you do find out the truth in the end with the Ace of Swords. And what's the overall outcome for your love life? Well, with the Judgment. Judgment can mean renewal, but not in this case. I think that the Judgment card in the outcome is you either calling this individual out, or this is about making a huge change. So releasing yourself from the situation. Let's see what the Judgment card's about in the overall outcome. What is the Judgment? So Judgment means time to make a judgment, a final decision. What's Judgment about for Aries and loving the overall outcome? Show me. Right, so Seven of Cups shows confusion or lots of choices. Choices with the Queen of Wands. Now that's you. Okay, this person here, I don't think that this is you. I think that this person has been looking at lots of different, I think there's somebody who's been looking at lots of different people here. And I think that you, as the Queen of Wands, which is an Aries card, are looking at the moon. So you're looking straight into the moon energy. I think that you're confused with this moon energy, because I often look where that Queen looks. Whenever a card is turning its face, I'll pull the other card and I'll say, well, why? Why is she look? Well, she's looking at somebody who's being secretive, I think, with the moon energy. All right, so I think that you guys, the overall outcome is making a judgment here on this, because the situation is that whoever this Page of Cups is, what they're doing with the Three of Swords, what they're doing, I think, is that they are, I mean, Page of Cups is also, you know, it's about discovering your emotions, discovering who you are as an individual, what make, you know, just, you know, researching what your feelings are with the Page of Cups. But often this is about nice communication. I think that somebody's flirting with possibly 2 to 3 other people here, and you find out, the outcome is that you find out. So the overall outcome is you make a judgment on this, because this person doesn't know what they want. The Seven of Cups, this person, I think that this Seven of Cups is, you could be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces you deal with here, Aries. This person's looking at lots and lots of different options here, and you are the Queen of Wands, which leaves you as the Queen of Wands looking at the moon, looking at being confused. You're like, I don't know where this relationship is going with the moon energy, because there's a lack of clarity here. You're looking at, well, you might either be saying, you know what, actually, I think there's a deception going on here, because I'm looking over at deception here. I'm looking at, I don't know where this relationship is going, because this person's just communicating with loads of other people, and I'm not the only one here. So really what I'm going to do is I'm going to just say, you know, goodbye, you know, farewell. So I think you'll end up just making a judgment just to release this person, because there's lots of, a judgment is going to be, final judgment will be made in the overall outcome, because somebody's just got too many choices here, and that leaves you kind of very bewildered, because the moon also means to be bewildered, and you're looking at the moon as the Queen of Wands. Okay, so what you're looking at as the Queen of Wands, you're saying, actually, I just I just don't understand what's going on. You know, I'm very perplexed, possibly even feeling depressed about the situation. But I think that this is the overall outcome is the Ace of Swords. I'm just going to see why the overall outcome is the Ace of Swords. Why is the overall outcome the Ace of Swords in 1 to 2 cards, please, as in the love area? Well, the Five of Coins, this is about return, and that's reversed. Oh my God. This is returning. So the Five of Coins is about going back. Returning passion. No, I think that the clarity is all about this person possibly has been returning to somebody else. Because the Five of Coins in the reverse is all about going back into the cult. And sometimes when you get the Five of Coins reverse, this person wants to have sex with you. So they'll meet up with you again. They'll say, oh, you know, can we sleep together? And the Ace of Wands is about sexual energy. So this is about sex, is the Ace of Wands. So this person possibly has been, there's clarity here that this person might have been going back to somebody for sex. You know, somebody that they've known. There might be, I think there's somebody that they've known that they've been going back to for sex. You know, or, you know, this person's returning to somebody that they've been passionate about with the Ace of Wands energy showing here. What's this Ace of Wands about? Show me one card. Yeah, see, it's the Seven of Swords. It's a deception going on here. So I think this person is returning to someone that they've been passionate about. And what they've been passionate about is the Seven of Swords. So they might have been being quite sneaky as well. They might have been returning to going online, for example. Because Seven of Swords is all about researching and searching for things. You know, it's being sneaky. It's looking around on the internet. That type of thing with the Seven of Swords energy. So I do think this person's been returning to possibly a passion that they've lost. You know, this is also about a passion. Back to a passion. They've been returning to a passion, and that passion could be to do with the Seven of Swords, researching, sneaking around, for example. Okay, you know, sneaking around for sex, for example, with the Devil card, or sneaking around for temptation, for example. So I think that this person here has been communicating with many others, and I think the outcome is you find out the truth that this person's been returning for sex or returning to a passion, and that could be sneaking around the Devil card, you know, for sex, that type of thing, for a thrill, for cheap thrills, that type of thing with the Devil energy showing there. It's either online or something else, okay? But you make a final judgment in the overall judgment, Aries, because there are many, you know, this person, this Seven of Cups energy is the Page of Cups person and Seven of Swords person. They're these energies here, okay? And this leaves you very confused with the Moon energy. You don't know what you're looking at. You don't know who they are. You don't know where everything's going. So I think there'll be a final judgment made on this. Let's have a look at your future area. So the Chariot's nice as your overall energy coming in. Overall energy is after hard work, battles, you'll be achieving victory. You're on your way with the Chariot. What's underneath this? That Seven of Swords shows again here. So this is all about deception, but it can also be careful with Seven of Swords, not always deception. Sometimes Seven of Swords is about being calculating and being clever with the Seven of Swords energy showing here. All right, so I think a lie is over here. Ten of Swords represents something being over. You see, Seven of Swords and the Ten of Swords not great, because this is somebody who's sneaky, causing betrayal with the Ten of Swords. Somebody who's sneaky and who's betraying you with the Seven of Swords, Ten of Swords energy here. You're turning your back on them. Can you see how the back is turned to the Three of Wands? You're clearly turning your back on this individual. So I think somebody who's been sneaky and who's betrayed you, and I think it would be in the love area here. I see you guys, this is why you've got success coming in. The Chariot. Yes, you have been on a bit of a rocky path for some of you Aries, but somebody who deceived you and betrayed you with the Ten of Swords, I think you'll be turning your back on this person with the Three of Wands energy showing here. And the overall outcome in your future area shows as the High Priestess. Some of you guys with the High Priestess energy, the overall outcome of the future might be a Pisces person here, Aries, but also it might be that you just take time to find out who you are as the High Priestess. The overall outcome is about you using your intuition. Also, this energy helps you to develop your intuition as well going forward. Perhaps intuition in terms of what you want, what you need, what you desire with this High Priestess energy showing here. Let's have a look at what your wishes are. Wishes for the devil. That's interesting, showing up there. Well, I think that your wishes really are just to take control, because the devil, if you're looking at it in a hopeful light, in a positive light, it's all about taking control. Okay, if you got the devil and the Page of Pentacles, it's about taking control. It's about being obsessive and being really overly obsessive about your money situation. So it's about not spending too much, being responsible in a way. So I think that your hopes and desires in all areas with this devil energy are really you as the devil in a way, Aries, and that is just to take control. To put it, and also we've got the bondage of the two people here. So how can I say, the two people are the human element of the devil. So sometimes this card represents being in bondage, but this is the humanity. This is our human side that's in bondage. So sometimes I think that we can look at this card as somebody who's usually trying to avoid getting too emotional, so keeping their emotions under check as well, I think, with the devil energy. And I think the hope would be in certain areas to do that, to keep your emotions under check, especially in the love area here, where I think somebody has been deceiving you, especially in the future area where you decide to turn your back on all of the deception and betrayal that you've experienced here. Especially in the home area where I think somebody's coming to see you, but you've got another person there that you need to protect and make sure that person's okay with it. It really is to, and also the hope is really to keep these two people, in check, because it might be that they clash quite a bit. So it might be the hope is with the devil that you playing devil's advocate are able to keep these two people in check here in this area here. I think that for the hope possibly for whatever this personal situation is, which is interesting, because I think there's two strains running through for some of you, Aries. Some of you might be involved in a marriage type thing, or somebody, maybe an ex-partner is marrying somebody else, and it might be that you, in a way, you want to, because the overall outcome could be something to do with a court ruling as well, because you've got Hierophants represent court rulings as well, all right, gaining guidance, that type of thing. So the burdens are that, the lovers, one of these people is your partner, being together, okay, outcome is the Hierophant, gaining guidance, it could be as well. I think that if somebody's always asking for money here, your overall hope would be to put this on lockdown, put this on a chain, okay, put some form of limitation on this as well. Yeah, it's a really, really good reading. Let's have a quick look at then the overall outcome, where everything is heading. Well, the Magician, nice energy. So the Magician, where everything is heading, especially in the love area where you're getting rid of someone, I think for some of you guys, this is all about you guys having the willpower and the courage and the strength and the resources and the intelligence to start again, which is nice in those areas here. I think definitely within the working area, some of you guys, it might be there's a case of childcare. It could be about doing something that you've done before, that type of thing. Again, the power to manifest new changes into your life. The Magician as the overall, where everything's heading here, I think you're trying to manifest something or do something here with these energies, because some of you guys might be gaining guidance. But if that's not the case, and if this is two people who are on the way to the altar, that that you were one of them you might have been married to, then where everything is heading is you guys having to have the strength to start again here. So this is all about manifesting new things into your reality. Where everything is heading by the end of the year is manifesting new things into your reality, Aries. It's a really, really good reading. Yeah, you've got a few little ups and downs here, but it's all good. It's all good because all of this is just washing away. Remember, we're in 2018. 1 + 8 is 9. So it's a year for me of completion in a way as well. So and also we've got 2018. 2 + 0 is 2. 1 + 2 + 9 is 11. So again, number 11. Remember, that's a gateway to manifestation as well. It's one of those angel numbers that you see. I always see 11. 11 is a very, very good number because it talks about a gateway to something new opening up. So you've definitely this year, by the end of the year, it's a gateway to new things opening up for Aries. What's your advice card, by the way? The Two of Cups. So for some of you guys, you're just gonna, as advised with the Two of Cups, this is all about being in agreement with others. So this is all about trying to find that alignment and balance within your life, even and between the male and the female as well. They're different energies, male and female, so it's trying to align opposing forces. So the advice might be trying to align things that you don't want to align. Try and get into balance those opposing forces that you've got this year. Even if it's difficult, try and find that way. For some of you guys, the Two of Cups, you could say that you'll find agreements in certain areas of your life with the Two Two of Cups. For some of you guys, it could be a new relationship with the Two of Cups coming in. But I think that things are aligning for you this year. I think it's really, really good. You've got a very good reading for the next few months in 2018. And I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. Take care, Aries. Bye-bye.